Hi, it's Mary Claire, Mystics by the Sea, and I'm going to do a numerology video today. I'm going to show you how you get your own personal year, and then I'm going to go through all the numbers, and you could find out what the energy is of your personal year, okay? This way, if you're on a weekend and you don't catch my videos, if I'm not doing your birthday numerology, you can really do it for yourself. All right. So how you get your personal years, and I have my laptop open here because I'm probably going to be reading more than not because there's so much information. I have 9 numbers to go through. So I just want to make sure I catch all of the important points, all important parts of that number. So how you figure out your personal year is you take your birth month and day and you add it. Mine is October 21st. So I'm going to use that as an example. 10 plus 21 equals 31. Numerology, you always break it down to a single digit. 3 plus 1 equals 4. That particular number for everybody is your goal number, your achievement number, what you're here to accomplish in this lifetime. You're going to spend your whole life working on that, okay? So you take that number, mine is a 4, 10 plus 21 equals 31. 3 plus 1 equals 4. You take that 4, and now we take our universal year, which is 2026. 2 plus 2 plus 6 equals 10. You break it down, 1 plus 0 is 1. So we are universally, globally, worldly in a 1 year, all right? Now, anytime there's a 0 behind it, 10, 20, 30, there's a lot of divine spiritual energy that's kind of really pushing this along. So a lot of changes that are going to happen this year, okay? The universe is in a 1 year. We are starting all over ground zero from scratch. And we're going to a more humanitarian, empathetic, service-oriented world. And there's going to be a lot of changes that have to take place in order to get us all there, all right? The old world does not work for the new world that we are now living in. And the universe is kind of going through growing pains in order to create that world that we are to move into. All right, so 2026 breaks down to a 1. So I take my 4, I add the 1 to it. So me personally, I'm in a 5 year. So that's how you get your personal year. All right. So whatever that is, I'm going to go through all the numbers. All right. Now 1 year. So 1 year, we go 1 through 9 in numerology. So if you're in a 1 year, you are starting from scratch, brand new, and you're going to build for the next 9 years. All right. So this is a year of new beginnings, initiating change. Anything that is important that you wish to undertake, this is the year to do it. Initiating the changes, grasping the opportunities, going after the opportunities. And if the opportunities find you, don't be afraid to take them. All right? Whatever it is that you have been wanting to do, this is the year to initiate. That's the key word for a 1 year. Initiate the changes. So pay attention. If you want something, if you want a new job, start going out, start searching for it. If you want to write a book, start writing. Anything you want to do, you want to go back to school, do it. Whatever you want to start, this is the year to do it. 2 year, if you have a 2. It's a year of consolidation. That means everything that you have kind of done in the 1 year, last year, for 2 years, anything that you have done last year, you are now going to bring it together. 2 is the number of others. So people are definitely going to be included in this. But at the same time, in a 2 year, sometimes in a 2 year, it's a you are learning from behind the scenes, okay? So it is learning how to validate yourself, how to find your own source of expression, freedom, happiness, whatever it is that you want in your life. You are really, really finding it this year. So it is other people around you, but in a 2 year, it's learning how to take and consolidate and create your life with others. But at the same time, I always say in a 2 year in my videos, it's about emotional independence as opposed to emotional codependence. So it's consolidating working with others, okay? Everybody kind of has their roles, so it's learning how to, kind of take a step back when you need to, or take a step forward when you need to, okay? That's a 2-year, all right? If you're in a 3-year, it's a good year for just about anything, but more specifically, dealing with people, all right? 2-year, you're more of a loner with people, all right? But in a 3-year, you are really working with people. So in a 3-year, it's renewing old acquaintances, cultivating new ones. Whatever it is that you want to do in a 3-year, get involved. Because a 3-year is all about enjoying your year. It's about creating your year. It's about self-expression. It's about others. So go out, get involved. You want to learn something? You want to take a pottery class? You want to take another class to kind of like add to your resume? This is a year to get out and further yourself through groups, education, or just talking and being with other people, like-minded people. All right? So get out in a 3-year. 1 year is about initiating change. A 2 years about others, and a 2 years about you involving others, and a 3-year is you really getting involved with others. All right. 4 personal year, which is my year. No, I'm on 5-year. A 4 personal year. It's the year of tending to details, completing the task at hand. If you've had something in a 3-year that you started, that you have gathered the information and started working on and stepping into that to expand and create where you want to be. A 4-year is to create the foundation for it, okay? A 4-year is about sticking, not getting lost in the details, but really like making your mind. A 4-year is about foundation. So if there's something that you want in a 4-year, man, you're gonna be really serious about getting it. Okay. So a 4-year is about working hard, really working hard to create that stability and security, that foundation that you want to build now, this next part of your life. You want to buy a home? You're really going to work hard this year to create that. You want a new job? This is your year. Anything, any kind of change that you want to make this year, you're going to work hard to create it, and you will do it. And it's the foundation of now what you're going to build off of. And I always say in a 4-year, fast and fragile or slow and steady. A 4-year, you just want to make sure you pay attention to the details and you're ready to like do what needs to be done, work hard to create that foundation. This is your foundation year. All right, 5-year. In a 5-year, okay, it's a time of adventure, excitement. It's a year of changes and movement. Okay. Definitely a 5-year is a year of change. But in a 5-year, you never want to do anything too quickly. You want to embrace each change as it comes. Sometimes it's not about initiating the change in a 5-year, it's letting it come to you. All right. It's really understanding that you can't force things too quickly, that you have to let it evolve and it will come to you if you are patient enough to wait for it. Because in a 5-number period, and especially in a 5-year, don't be impulsive in any of your decisions. Kind of make your decisions, but then in a 5-year, you have to wait until it evolves. Because if you put the cart before the horse in a 5-year, a 5-year is a change year. You just don't want to you want to make sure those changes that follow the changes that you start are the changes that you want. Okay. So a 5-year is about exploring your options. All right. All right. This is the time to take the grand tour or go big game hunting. It's definitely a time to seek out new and unusual. A 5-year promotes change reactions. So don't make any important change of any sort unless you are prepared to make a number of changes that it will follow. All right. Okay. All right. 5-year. 6-year. Responsibilities. That's the key note for the 6-year. Family matters will be important in a 6-year. Home adjustments will be important in a 6 year. Commitments will be important in a 6 year. Are you getting married? Are you getting engaged? Or are you deciding like, don't want any part of this relationship anymore? You're making commitments. You're taking on responsibility. And you're understanding that in a 6 year, your commitments are long lasting. So you want to make sure it's something that you are really willing to commit to. All right. So a good year for buying and selling a home. Wonderful year to get married. Wonderful year to become engaged. It will be a very up and down year as far as your partners and family are concerned. There's a lot of adjustments in a 6 year in relationships, a balance that is going on, giving and receiving, finding that balance. All right. That's going to be priority for you guys in a 6 year. Home, family, relationships, and responsibility and commitment. Okay. If you're in a 7 year, they say this is a desert island. Okay. It's a time when you will need, and this is what I wrote up from what I know about numerology and all my research and many, many years of it that I have done. It's a time when you will need more time for yourself. It's a year of, and it's true. You will need more time for yourself, particularly your higher self. It's a very inner year. 7 is that highly evolved spiritual number, intuition, reflection. It's a year of trusting yourself and what you feel, your intuition, your higher self. You're doing a lot of work up there this year. All right. So meditate. The more you do for yourself this year to reflect that, yoga, meditation, any kind of work that you learn how to quiet your mind and go within. I remember one year when I was in my 7 year, I sat and I redid my whole website. I kept looking for somebody to do it, because I didn't think I could do it. And finally, it just wasn't working. So in a 7 year, it literally took me all year, trial and error, just exploring that, how to build my own website and doing it. What I wanted, what I didn't want. I spent my whole year doing that. It's a loner year. It's an independent year. It's a learning, studying year. And I used my intuition to do that. It's what I needed to do. I needed to get more familiar with technology. Fast forward. Okay. All right. So that's a 7 year for those in a 7 year. And in an 8 personal year. Okay. In an 8 personal year, this is harvest year. All right. Depending on how you have sown, so shall you reap. All right. So in general, it's a strong year for anything to do with power and wealth. Job change. It's one of the best times for founding a business, partnerships, or for expanding. In regard to material things, virtually anything you want to do this year will be possible within, of course, and an 8 is all about finances. So know what you have going out as opposed to what's coming in. It's a year of finances, financial decisions, home buying, car buying, job change, anything to do with career, job, anything of the physical world, abundance, wealth. That's going to be your focus this year. Okay. So this year you are making financial changes that I always say is kind of going to set you up to where your life is aligning and that you need for the future. So maybe 2 years you're going to be retiring, or maybe 2 years you don't know it yet what's going to happen, but the universe is getting you to financially gear yourself up to align you to where you need to be. Okay. All right. A time for material gains, but only if you get out and push to make them happen. Okay. All right. On the debt side, on the downside, if you have spent more than you should have been spending and you are now in debt, this is your year to figure it out and straighten it out and pay it off. Make a plan to pay it off. Okay. So if you've done well with money, you're going to go in that direction. You're going to have money to start new things or to give you leeway. All right. If you have not done well with your money, this is your year. That karmic debt is going to fall due. Figure out a plan and get yourself out of it. All right. 9 year. Okay. This is the 9 year. Kind of a year of taking inventory in a 9 year. All right. This is a year of endings. This year began nothing that you wish to last. It's an ending year. Numerology is 1 through 9. So 1 is that initiating new changes. 9, you're coming to a conclusion. It's a transitional year. It's a transformational year. It's a year of wrapping up. It's a year of endings, what no longer serves you. I always say in a 9 year, it's like the universe is taking your life and going, yeah, you don't need that anymore. Get rid of it. And I'm not feeling it anymore. So guess what? Get rid of it. The universe has a way of working with you that you will feel certain things when they no longer serve you. Something you may have never thought you'd ever give up or change. Yeah, this year you're very much thinking differently because it no longer serves you. Either you're ready to move on or definitely start new next year. You have to out with the old and in with the new in a 9 year. Really, this is not a year to start dating. You could date, but nothing has staying power really in a 9 year that you start because it is a year of endings. All right. So anything started in a 9 year most likely will not finish out the year. All right. It's a time for taking stock, tying up loose ends, and for putting things on the shelf. All right. A good year for looking ahead and planning for ventures to be initiated in a 1 year. All right. A year to think and to plan, but not to act. You're getting out with the old, and you may be thinking about what you want for the coming year, but kind of wait for that energy to evolve and the time will be right. All right. So the 9 year is like a spring rain, which cleanses and gives the world. Actually, I'm sorry. The 9 year is like a spring rain, which cleanses and gives your soul. Why I can't. The 9 years like a spring rain, which cleanses and gives the world a newly washed look and prepares for the earth of fullness. So in other words, this is a year of clearing out. What are you cleansing? What are you washing away? All right. That's what the 9 years. It's a year of endings. It's a loner year also. It's an inner year, right? In tarot, it's the hermit. So he is the soul seeker. He's the seeker of knowledge. He's the seeker of wisdom. He's the one who goes within and really does try to find where his path is. All right. What he wants to do, what he wants to start next year, what he wants to end this year, and what he wants to begin next year. It's just all a transition. So don't rack your brains trying to figure out what it is. Just be where you are in a 9 year and deal day to day. All right. I hope that's helped everybody to understand their personal year. All right. So have a great day, everyone.